Imagine a world where major powers navigate complex relations not just through dialogue, but with strategies that could reshape global dynamics. Where artificial intelligence doesn't just innovate, but revolutionizes industries. And where everyday issues evolve into widespread changes. Today, we're examining the top 10 geopolitical risks of 2026, drawn from recent analyses by the World Economic Forum, Eurasia Group, and others. Challenges so significant they could influence societies profoundly. Prepare yourself, because what you'll learn isn't mere speculation. It's based on trends we see in current events. Beginning with risk number 10, societal polarization and misinformation, the subtle force undermining unity globally. Consider this: in 2026, advanced digital tools create realistic simulations that spread rapidly. Recall how a viral message influenced public discussions in 2025? Now, enhance that with AI-assisted content on social platforms, leading people to question official narratives or health advice. The World Economic Forum identifies this as a key, immediate concern, with false information deepening divides that weaken community bonds. Striking statistic: more than 70% of international leaders anticipate misleading content could spark public debates this year. In the US, lingering election discussions see supporters of various views engaging in heated exchanges that echo past events. Europe witnesses political groups using automated systems to influence opinions, while in Asia, coordinated information efforts affect regional relations. But it's not limited to governance. Companies face challenges too, with markets reacting to unfounded reports. Envision a popular company facing claims of improper conduct through a simulated executive statement. Values could drop significantly in a short time. This issue isn't theoretical. It's the catalyst that might heighten other tensions as divided communities seek resolutions through action. And here's the engaging point. If we prioritize verification today, 2026 might avoid eras where facts become scarce. Continue watching as we progress to more pressing matters. Next, an economic hurdle that could strain resources. Moving on to risk number 9, global debt and economic challenges. The underlying pressure on worldwide finances. Picture accumulations of financial obligations reaching unprecedented heights, where nations manage extensive loans to maintain stability, only for costs to rise and disrupt balances. Per Eurasia Group and the WEF, combined public and private debts exceed $300 trillion internationally, positioning 2026 as a period of potential adjustments like never seen. Notable fact: the US confronts a borrowing limit issue that might pause operations temporarily, compounded by trade policies increasing costs by 20% for average citizens. In China, economic slowdowns affect expansion, with real estate adjustments leading to higher joblessness around 15%. Think of urban areas facing increased activity. Europe deals with varied fiscal approaches, where one country's caution contrasts another's investments, possibly straining unions. But here's the captivating angle. Developing economies, such as Brazil and India, might experience currency shifts, prompting movements and resource shortages reminiscent of historical downturns. Organizations should prepare. Distribution networks could falter as partners face difficulties, and technology-driven efficiencies reduce employment, expanding gaps. This isn't abstract figures. It's households adapting, gatherings expressing concerns, and major nations using finances to influence partnerships. Stay with us, as if these pressures build, they lead into our following concern, where digital protections become crucial. Now delving into risk number 8, cyber vulnerabilities and digital fragmentation, the online shifts where connectivity divides into separate spheres. Foresee a divided digital landscape, with regions like the US and China establishing boundaries, limiting information exchanges, and transforming networks into competitive arenas. The WEF highlights cyber issues as a primary risk, with incidents rising 50% from 2025, resulting in substantial impacts. Impressive detail. Actors from various nations might target essential services, similar to the 2025 power disruptions in affected areas that impacted many for extended periods. In 2026, advanced security threats develop, affecting critical facilities. Imagine vital operations paused due to demands for resolutions. Digital fragmentation implies Western technology firms encounter restrictions in certain markets, while alternatives gain prominence elsewhere, fostering isolated information environments that reinforce existing narratives. Enterprises, pay attention. A security lapse could reveal sensitive details, leading to resolutions that challenge viability. Intriguing example. Consider autonomous vehicles facing interference during operation, creating coordination issues. Accountability concerns arise. This challenge connects to others, as online competitions heighten international relations, potentially leading to broader responses. Keep focused. This is the unseen dynamic that could surprise everyone. Coming up, environmental shifts that are impacting lives already. Exploring further with risk number 7, climate changes and severe weather patterns, the natural adjustments that are no longer far-off predictions. Envision powerful weather events affecting urban areas, dry periods altering agricultural lands, and temperature increases influencing populations, all intensified in 2026. Experts from Stimson Center and WEF emphasize that environmental concerns lead long-term risks, but immediate effects, like 2025's extensive water events in regions, displace communities further this year. Remarkable statistic: planetary warmth surpasses 1.5 degrees Celsius, activating critical changes, with ocean levels elevating to impact coastal hubs like Miami and Shanghai. In certain areas, resource discussions emerge as supplies diminish, encouraging cooperative dialogues among countries. Africa's agricultural challenges prompt relocations that engage neighboring regions, enhancing community interactions. But here's the compelling turn. Businesses encounter new standards from policy shifts, where varying perspectives meet in strategic planning sessions. Picture energy companies addressing expectations over practices, or coverage costs rising notably for vulnerable sites. This concern isn't advocacy, it's about adaptation. Weather variations interrupt distributions, elevate provisions by 40%, and stimulate discussions over assets. Hold steady, as this prepares the ground for a zone of ongoing negotiations. Advancing to risk number 6, ongoing complexities in the Middle East, the area where historical connections intersect contemporary strategies. Visualize continuous exchanges, regional responses to influences, collaborative efforts in various locales, and ongoing situations extending influence. Eurasia Group terms it regional dynamics, with 2026 witnessing developments after 2025's tentative agreements evolve. Key observation: advancements in capabilities prompt coordinated planning that might involve broader participants. Groups reorganize, deploying innovative tools that affect operations, while disruptions to transport routes influence global resource availability. Your daily costs could adjust accordingly. Transitions in leadership create opportunities for new approaches, fostering collaborative initiatives. Companies, note, resource sectors face operational adjustments, with networks adapting to changes that influence valuations. Notable possibility: coordinated efforts on key areas affect economic flows. This challenge integrates with others, as movements engage regions, strengthening interactions, and resource fluctuations support financial adjustments. Progressing to risk number 5, Russia's strategic approaches and multifaceted engagements. the influential actions extending across boundaries. Foresee activities not only in specific zones, but coordinated efforts in alliance areas. Digital interventions in neighboring regions, population movements at frontiers, and targeted communications. Eurasia Group places this prominently, with 2026 noting ongoing situations in Year 5, but expansions through information and resource strategies. Significant fact: networks integrate into systems, sharing insights that challenge coalitions, akin to amplified disclosures. In adjacent territories, combined methods blend elements with outreach, adjusting landscapes. Europe's resource situations intensify as alternatives develop, affecting supplies and operations. Enterprises, be aware. Guidelines adapt through alternative channels, but adherence maintains standards. Envision digital coordination on essential services, influencing activities widely. Adaptations follow. This challenge enhances digital concerns and community discussions as supportive views gain traction. Stay alert. Regional issues continue. Heightening with risk number 4. Europe's evolving pressures. The foundation of collaboration adapting to strains. Picture administrations in key nations adjusting to changes, with external partnerships shifting, creating spaces for new dynamics. Eurasia Group labels it Adaptive Europe, as financial conditions and movements encourage alternative perspectives. Projected development: internal adjustments lead to organized responses that influence activities. Sectors adapt notably. Coalitions address support, while recoveries engage ongoing dialogues. Unity adapts to shared resources, inviting external inputs. Businesses prepare. Standards vary, influencing unified approaches. Interesting development: strategic acquisitions affect alliances, opening new opportunities. This challenge relates to finances and interactions, influencing responses to environmental and digital matters. Keep watching, the major interaction is ahead. Ascending to risk number 3. US-China relations and economic strategies. The primary interaction that could define global directions. Imagine commercial exchanges developing into technology collaborations, with innovations as central elements. WEF positions this as the foremost 2026 concern, with measures and adjustments affecting worldwide networks. Key statistic: controls on essential materials influence significant portions of production. Devices become premium items. Regional discussions continue, with exercises practicing coordination, while areas encourage joint understandings. Policies seek balances, but responses foster alliances elsewhere. Companies manage adjustments, platforms adapt, influencing values. Picture advanced demonstrations in shared spaces, engaging interests. This challenge supports technological advancements and financial matters, as adjustments influence progress. Secure your attention, the innovation shift follows. Approaching the peak with risk number 2. Artificial intelligence's major impacts and technological competitions. The digital advancements leading transformations. Visualize AI enhancing operations, economies, and collaborations. Eurasia Group and Stimson underscore AI as the key influencer, with 2026 featuring competitive developments where capabilities scale, advancing models. Fascinating fact: AI-assisted tools manage tasks independently, as tested in scenarios with automated decisions. Thoughtful considerations. Employment landscapes change, with roles evolving, encouraging adaptations worldwide. Digital enhancements progress, anticipating protections. Businesses succeed or adapt. Leaders advance, others transition. Compelling image. AI simulations facilitate discussions, aiding outcomes. This challenge connects everything, supporting information flows and interactions. At last, the leading concern that could reshape foundations. Topping the list, risk number 1. U.S. political transformations and internal adjustments. The influential changes within a key nation. Envision leadership implementing reforms, directing efforts toward objectives, positioning the country as a dynamic force. Eurasia Group designates it the main global concern, with 2026's shifts influencing structures. Profound observation. Institutional updates lead to foundational discussions, with regions coordinating independently. Dialogues intensify. Reviews engage sectors, promoting open exchanges, while policies influence economic flows. International partners adapt, encouraging independent strategies. Companies navigate evolutions. Guidelines evolve. Environments fluctuate. Central engagement. If adaptations occur, global frameworks adjust, fostering collaborations and progress. To extend our discussion, let's reflect deeper on this top risk. Beyond the immediate changes, consider how U.S. internal transformations could ripple outward, affecting trade partnerships and technological collaborations. For instance, policy shifts might encourage innovation in renewable energy sectors, aligning with climate goals and reducing dependencies on traditional resources. This could lead to new alliances in green technology, where companies invest in sustainable practices, boosting economic resilience. Additionally, educational reforms might prioritize AL literacy, preparing workforces for future disruptions and mitigating job market changes. On the international stage, diplomatic strategies could focus on multilateral forums, addressing cyber vulnerabilities through shared standards and fostering digital trust. Community programs might emphasize media literacy to combat misinformation, building societal resilience and reducing polarization. Economically, debt management initiatives could involve collaborative fiscal policies, stabilizing markets and preventing downturns. In the Middle East and Europe, supportive engagements might promote stability through dialogue, easing regional complexities. With Russia and China, balanced approaches could de-escalate tensions, emphasizing mutual benefits in trade and technology. Overall, while challenges exist, proactive measures like international summits on AL ethics could turn risks into opportunities, ensuring 2026 becomes a year of positive transformation rather than uncertainty. By staying informed and engaged, viewers like you can contribute to these outcomes, advocating for policies that prioritize global cooperation and innovation. We've covered the top 10 risks of 2026, from societal shifts to international dynamics. If this video helped you, make sure to like it. It really supports the channel. Subscribe for more videos like this and share it with someone who'd benefit. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.